Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Risk of Rain 2, where we have resumed picking up after the Void Fields, because it turns out the very early part of a monsoon run isn't really any different from the very early part of a rainstorm run. So, I think I figured out a direction here for the series. In 2 weeks from today, Spelunky 2 comes out on PC. When that happens, we're going to replace this series with some Spelunky 2. So, 10 episodes. In those 10 episodes, what I would like to do is put up a monsoon victory with every character that we don't have one with yet. Victory meaning either defeating Mithrix or obliterating. Probably it's going to be a lot of obliteration. Obliteration's just a lot, it's a lot more feasible than defeating Mithrix with some characters. But I definitely do want to get at least one Mithrix kill in there. And that's what we're aiming for today. I've picked Rex because Rex is a pretty good long-range fighter, and that's it, really. It's just, I think that's the thing that is going to help the most against Mithrix, is doing the same thing we did when we killed him the first time. But I didn't want to do it with the Commando, No, this time I was right, the Commando, because that's who we did it with last time. Right? I want to prove that I can do it with at least 2 different characters with very similar abilities. So here we are. At the end of the Void Fields with the items depicted. Yeah, I got another Brilliant Behemoth. Am I even capable of beating the game without a Brilliant Behemoth? I don't know. There's no evidence one way or the other. I guess we'll never find out. It is kind of weird that I've been getting it so much lately, huh? I mean, it's an awfully good item. It's very difficult to be upset about it. So, I think it's still going to be the case that it's important to move quickly through the game, and obviously we're a lot worse at moving quickly with this character than we were with the loader, because everybody's a lot worse at it than the loader is. That's a Challenge of the Mountain Shrine over there. We're going to go get that. I may as well hit the lightning every time it comes off cooldown, right? My guess is, usually when it spawns us in this big room, the teleporter's in the other room, the area through there. But we'll have a quick look around over here. I really do want to move quickly. I think right now we're pretty powerful relative to the enemies. We got some real good items. A couple of glasses. Harvester's Axe. One of those air-to-ground missile launchers. Oh, hey. Alright, well there's another pair of glasses in there, and obviously I have strong feelings about that. It would be super helpful if some enemies would spawn so that I could... you know what? That was enough money. That'll do. Nope, my glasses. Okay. I'm not going to bother looking for the buttons. I'm not going to spend any time doing that because I do not think that we could get both of them depressed anyway. Damn it, I just hard missed him. So really, we are just looking for the exit here. It's probably not the case that I need to beeline the exit on every stage, but I'm not 100% happy with the amount of time it took me to get the first stage done. I'm just trying to make up time a little bit. I don't know what an appropriate amount of time is. Okay, hold on. We're going to go through here and just really quickly see if there might be another Shrine of the Mountain over here anywhere. Okay. Outside of Shrine of the Mountain, all this other stuff is stuff we can pick up later. I guess let's do the Combat Shrine real quick. That'll be good, time-efficient money and XP. Wow, that really got done. I didn't even see what happened. I guess it was the fireworks? Let's do the thing. So we have some pretty good items. We also have some stuff that I'm not like super excited about. Like, obviously, I'm not a huge fan of the squid turret. I don't think that backup magazine does almost anything at all on this character. And I'm not really in a good position to survive a laser to the face, so it's a good thing we were able to kill that guy. Okay, like I said, feeling pretty powerful relative to the enemies that we are facing at this point. What is this, stuff kits? Oh no, these are Warhorns. Yo, Warhorns pretty good with our very short cooldown equipment, in my opinion. Although, you know, you still have to aim. Here's a problem with attack speed as a strategy. It requires you to aim your attacks with most characters. And as we have seen on many occasions, that's a thing that I have a limited experience with. Oh, hey, another red. Ooh, Happiest Mask is fun. Probably won't actually help us with Mithrix, but It will certainly help us with the getting to Mithrix. On the whole, the run's going pretty well so far, I think, and all we have to do to keep that being the case is go real fast, I think. I do want to take a quick look around this area before we hit the teleporter, just as soon as we finish charging. I wish I had just like a little bit of fire support though, like a single combat drone of any kind would be nice. I guess we know there's one over here. Let's go grab that. Just because, like, with a character like this, having to manually shoot down every wisp is kind of tedious. And not... there it goes. Alright, quickly. 10 minutes is fine, probably. Well, that's two things real close together. We should definitely buy those. Bear versus... I'm actually going to take the hoof. That might not be the right answer for combat effectiveness, but we're so slow. Rex feels so slow by default. I think it is very much worth picking up some attack speed. And hopefully we won't end up needing the bear to save our lives. Alright, I think this is about as much looking around as I'm willing to do. Let's grab this thing and anything else that might happen to be directly between us and the teleporter. And then get the hell out of here. So yeah, crossing the threshold with 450 gold. Not exactly the way I would like to be spending it. It's probably not even going to get us to level 12. Yeah, wow, not even close. But perhaps the fear has been put into me a little bit or something, but I am definitely thinking that we need to keep moving real fast. It's entirely possible that we don't need to try to keep pace with what the loader would be doing, but still, fast. We got a printer of some kind over here. It looks like medkit. I think we're okay without that. The Greater Wisp died, right? Well, I was trying to shoot at this guy. I don't exactly know what I'm targeting over there, but whatever it is, I hope it deserved to die. This is unfortunate. Come on, something a little better than a backup magazine. Okay, that's a little better. So... it doesn't look like the exit is over here. I don't think I see embers. Just take a quick look at the... I mean, that's pretty close. We don't have enough money to open anything anyway, though. Now we have a little bit of money. In particular, I'm interested in this one. Okay, bombs should be actually quite good for us. And then this is going to be 112. Yeah, it's probably not worth worrying about. So, we do have Strides of Heresy, which I think is a great big gain on Rex, in no small part, because I just don't really have a good sense of how to use the Sonic Boom offensively. Okay, I think I see embers up there. I mean, also there's just embers passively in the air in this stage, so I might not be seeing anything significant. Ah, here we are. I think I'm just gonna hit this. We'll buy stuff. We'll buy stuff afterward. We'll make all our money in from doing this, then buy stuff. Where are you gonna pop back up? Well, I did not only just let him hit me directly in the face with a spike there, but then I ran into another spike. So not exactly professional level Rex play here. Bandelier's probably pretty bad for us. I have not yet seen a scrapper. Probably in no small part because, obviously, we are not being very thorough here. But if we see one, we certainly have a number of things that I would eagerly scrap. To be perfectly honest with you, though, for this, like, moving really fast playstyle, I don't mind the fireworks. I actually think they're doing some decent work of allowing us to pick up some quick kills and as such some quick gold while we're running around. Like here, we were able to buy a couple of chests really early on without having to stop to fight, thanks to our pair of fireworks. I feel like I might generally undervalue this item. Ah, stupid lightning. I'm still not exactly sure. Like, sometimes it seems like it tracks moving enemies just fine, and certainly enemies that are moving as slowly as the beetles. So I'm still not really sure, like, I do not have a good sense of how to know when it's going to be a waste to fire it. Obviously, waiting until something is completely stationary guarantees that you will hit, but almost no enemy is completely stationary, and as we've seen in the past with, like, imps and stuff, if you fire the lightning at them and they move vertically even an inch, it seems to cause it to miss entirely, so... I don't know, man. I don't know how to know. I guess the good news is that with a cooldown like it has, you don't really need to be too cautious with it. You just swing and a miss, and then, yeah, try again in a couple of seconds here. Seeing if there's anything else around here for us to spend this $400 on before we move on. It's looking pretty bad, though. Okay, there's something. Health items. Don't really think we need health items, but anything that would come out of this chest is probably better than just turning this amount of money into XP, given what we now recognize about the about the exchange rate. So 15 minutes. We're moving on about 5 minutes per stage, which would have us at Mithrix at 25 minutes, which will be close to 40 minutes worth of enemy scaling, which seems doable to me. As long as we continue to get some reasonable items, I think we've gotten pretty lucky and we've outscaled here pretty well. We are more powerful than you would expect an average player to be at this point in the run. So really, we're playing to not fall behind here. Man, Rex is just very good. He seems very extremely good. Oh, good, more Hopu Feather. There's definitely a number of Hopu Feathers, beyond which you are getting no additional benefit. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think we're already there and past. So we are intentionally going to destroy eggs here because I was educated to something. I think we do in fact want to fight the optional boss, because he does drop loot. He just doesn't drop loot in a way that I initially connected the loot to him. I'll show you what I mean here in a second after we pull him. I think we should be able to burn through him pretty fast. Unfortunately, I don't actually know, like, how many groups of eggs you have to destroy, so this, right now, is just basically going to be like us going all over the entirety of the level, which is not necessarily good for playing real fast. The actual damage output of the fireworks is pretty good. If you're not planning to stick around, if you're spending an appreciable percentage of your onstage time opening chests because you're moving on quickly, honestly, maybe this item's fine. It's certainly no Lensmaker's glasses, but... Alright, so we found the teleporter. Probably don't want to pull that just yet. I would assume that eggs don't spawn underground, because of how bird nests work, but also not necessarily safe to assume that the video game will function via the rules of real-world logic, especially, the birds in the video game functioning via the rules of real-world bird logic, which is, at best, sort of a shaky idea. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to spend much recreational time with birds. I know someone who has a parrot, and Logical is not maybe the first word I would use to describe its behavior. And we did see a chest here. Yeah, we'll take it a little bit slower on this one, and then we'll just make up for it on Sky Meadow. I've got my item. I was kind of hoping I could just catch it. But I think you have to... the little light ball has to land before it's interactable. So, an endeavor doomed to failure. Okay, happy to have a Reynolds band. There's always a bunch of bird nests up here. Wow. Well, that feels pretty lucky. Alright, we're close. I think after you hear a distant whirring, you only have to disturb a couple more nests. I do feel bad for the poor vultures. I mean, listen, the vultures that spawn and try to murder me, I got no remorse. But the eggs have not yet... the eggs have not yet displayed aggression. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to blow up those ones just for no reason, apparently. I just sort of got in my head that that's what we were doing. Yeah, I do some damage. As soon as that shield comes off. There we go. Murder, murder, murder. Oh, cool. Monster log. Well, that's a handy thing. Okay, maybe there is some benefit to having this number of... Oh, we got a friendly alloy worship unit. I guess I should probably go pull the real boss, huh? While that's still the case? I'm not going to stress about it too much. I'm sure we can handle the real boss. Seems like our friendly worship unit died very quickly anyway. May as well turn all these things on. Mostly for the... I'm actually spending money primarily to spawn fireworks at this point. Okay. So, it is a good idea to kill the random... Oh, grinder. Yeah. Let's quickly do some grinding. I'm not wild about these. For us, we tend not to be very close to monsters, so for the same reason that the bandoleer's not great, I think the monster tooth necklace is not great. Speaking of bandoliers, is there anything else that I really want to get rid of? The bustling fungus we don't really have a use for. And we'll print off the plating as well. Keep the rest of our stuff, but I think I saw an attack speed printer over by the teleporters, so... Well, that's a real shame. So let's see here. Yeah, killing the optional boss causes a red item spawn, but it causes it near that pillar, not near where you fought the boss. And so I didn't realize that the two things were related, I guess, when I killed the boss and then later found a red item. I'm sure I killed that boss like a total of one time. Was I wrong? I thought I saw... Oh, hey, I'll take that. I thought I saw an attack speed syringe printer. Ah, there it is. We will definitely pour all of our white scrap into this. I'm feeling fairly confident here, which is maybe the first sign that I should be worried. Wow. The, the Head Stomper really does add an awful lot of jump height, doesn't it? Alright, let's do the thing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's like, what kind of boss is even going to spawn all the way in here? Oh, hey, that's a lot of Elder Lemurians. Whoa. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna stride for a second here, get myself to safety. As you can tell, I'm slightly more afraid of these guys than I am of the boss, although I have no idea where the boss is now, which could be a problem in the long term. Never mind, it killed itself. Problem solved. And more of these. Cool. So between the damage from the right-click and the fact that the missiles now do... I believe the missiles do 300% per stack of that item that you have. So now the missiles will do enough damage to trigger the bands, and that means that our bands should basically never be on cooldown. We will be firing these things constantly. Where in the hell are all the enemies? And we definitely were extremely thorough already, so we can just hit this the instant it opens up. I do not, for the record, think that the Head Stompers are like actually a very good item. They do so in addition to the jump height bonus that they give you and the stomp attack that they say they give you, they do also just make it so you never take fall damage for any reason, I believe, which is fine. Certainly not necessary on a character that already has 3 Hopu Feathers, though. We're going to want to go real fast here and real fast in the commencement. But I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance we can pull this off. Phase 4 is probably not going to be too much different than it was when we did it on Rainstorm. And I think we have the tools for the other phases. I sure hope so. I should have made sure to hit him with the shots first. We should have had the armor debuff on him before I spent my big powerful attack. Okay, problem solved though. Yeah, Rex feels like a very, very powerful character. We really haven't played him all that much, but I think that is... I guess I feel like we've played the weaker characters the most. The Engineer's fine, I suppose. The problem is the really powerful characters, they get their job done really quickly, and then you don't need them anymore. So I don't see any blue sparkles. I missed. I tried to hit that guy with a seed pod so that they would all be pulled toward him. Okay, maybe there are situations where you could actually have a use for 3 Hopu Feathers, I guess. Ow. Those lightning bombs actually do a fair amount of damage. Oh, wait a second. Did I just see it? I did just see it. Alright, I'm gonna go grab that thing, and then we're gonna loop back around from there and just buy everything on our way back to the teleport, and then get out of here quickly. There we go. I managed to miss 1 or 2 there. So Chrono Bauble we don't need. I'm gonna take the random. Okay, Leech Seed's fine. This is also fine. Oh right, I have no fall damage. I don't even need to do this anymore. Pretty happy about a Topaz Brooch. I have this feeling of confidence, this feeling like we've got this under control, And I have to can I tell you, there is nothing that inspires greater terror in me than this feeling. Because it is almost always a precursor to me realizing that I have miscalculated somehow. Did I get him with the seed pod that time? I did. Excellent. Yeah, once you have them stuck together, it gets a lot easier. And now it's pretty much just a matter of not getting brass contraptions to death. And of course, the moment I say something like that, it's going to be 5 Elder Lemurians, right? Actually, it seems like the game has forgotten how to spawn enemies that aren't wisps. Which I guess is fine. At this point, we're real good at dealing with wisps. I wonder how valuable a Happiest Mask Lunar Chimera is against Mithrix. Because you could totally get one. You could totally keep 1 or 2 over from Phase 2, right, into Phase 3. And then you do get some spawns in Phase 3 as well. Hold on, we're gonna go plow a bunch of gold into this Chance Shrine real fast. Give me stuff. Or fireworks. Fireworks is fine too. Just mashing E at the fireworks stand. I guess it's spawning a lot of turrets as well. Wow, this thing really ran out all of my money without paying out a second time. That's nuts. Okay, I'm happy to have energy drink. We tried. We tried to spend all of our money in a useful way. We did everything we could. Alright. So, roughly 45 minutes of enemy scaling in. It'll probably be another couple of minutes before we can even engage Mithrix. It's a little scary. And we are not particularly fast. If we were faster in combination with 3 Hopu feathers, I would think that we could just skip large portions of the ramp, and we can still cut the corner at the L turn. Maybe cut off a little bit of time there. Our 2 missile drones are going to get to the fight somewhere around the time that we finish it, I think. You know, honestly, the cooldown on Strides of Heresy might be such that we could jump, fire Strides, and then use the rest of our jumps, and then have Strides off cooldown again by that time. So we might actually be able to cover a pretty considerable distance. We're certainly going to try. Apparently I can lightning bolt something that's way in the distance over there. Take that. Got him. Alright, we're gonna try it from right here. We're gonna see. We go slightly upward with the Strides. We are not going to make it anywhere near the distance that we would need to. Yep, I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to fall. Oh, hey, there's a shrine there. Well, that's interesting. And no fall damage, because we got our thing. Alright. Let's just keep moving. Ow, wow. I'm actually really impressed with that thing leading me like that. Okay. You know, I wasn't really looking at our XP. It does strike me that it might have been best to try to save that very full XP bar for the boss. You know, so as to have a war banner up there on the platform. And I do not expect that we will get enough XP during Phase 2 to push another level, so bummer. So we'll just have to do without. Man, this game and its aesthetics. I am, in fact, willing to go look. If there is a Shattering Justice, I think we should take it. And it looks like there is. It looks like that one might be the hammer shape. Oh no, that's a behemoth. Well, I don't necessarily think we need a second behemoth. That's Desk Plant, obviously a little better in levels. Okay. No Shattering Justice. They can't all be winners. Now, obviously, we've not spent a lot of time, like, crafting our gear, trying to maximize effectiveness. So, there are some items I sure would love to have. We do not have a Death Mark, which is a real bummer. Ah, that time I turned slightly. Let's see him lead that. Ooh, okay, where are my drones? They're coming. They might show up eventually. Alright. Monsoon Mithrix, first time. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to wait till he stops moving to fire the lightning. For reasons that are probably not, like, terribly mysterious. Get him? I did get him. This is okay. Damage is not... It's not quite what I would like, but it's not bad, certainly. Does make me a little worried about how long we're going to be in Phase 3, which has a mechanic that does sometimes just kill me. On account of me being not that great at the fight yet. You can probably tell I'm very nervous about right-clicking myself down to too little health, so I'm being a little overcautious with the right clicks probably. I do love the fact that right-clicking often seems to do enough damage to push me into invisibility. Sets off the Old War Stealth Kit. Oh, wow. That was a big chunk of damage all at once. Please, happiest mask. Yeah, excellent. Ooh, wow. A projectile got through there and almost did very bad things to my mind and body. I'm just gonna... I didn't exactly see where he fired from, and I got real nervous. Aren't you dead? Okay, there we go. So far, this is going not so badly. Yeah, wow, every once in a while, everything just blows the hell up. Okay, so here's the scary part, and we do not have any chimeras. You're wondering why I'm jumping so much. It's that I'm making sure that I'm ground targeting my right clicks rather than just trying to click on him directly. Because, again, as we discussed, sometimes I miss. Every once in a great while, you know. Oh. Honestly, pretty good so far, I think. The damage is going all right. Oh god. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Okay, that helps. Do not tunnel vision. We will continue to respect the Lunar Chimera. Just gonna do one of these. Ooh, okay. Very nearly got hit by that. So we did, in fact, get a barrier zone up, which I like. And it's near some cover and everything. Okay, I'm not going to panic. Ow. I thought it was over. One more sneaky little pulse there. Please walk into that. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad, and I did not hit him with the thing. Okay. Not losing focus. I think it's going alright. And I don't want to count my chickens, etc. But I don't think Phase 4 is going to be all that hard. I think if we can get to Phase 4, we're in really good shape here. This right here is the thing that's most likely to kill me. Come on, please just die. We're so close. Okay. Perhaps unwisely, I'm going to try to use this cover. It's a little smaller, but it also gives me attack speed. Oh, there's some collision weirdness here. Yeah, I don't love the collision of this pillar. Also, he's doing a much better job of moving toward me, I feel like, this time. And I do not feel like we are getting a lot of benefit from that attack speed. Oh, good! Cool, now I don't have jump fall damage anymore. This'll show him. Ah, I missed. Again, trying not to count any chickens, but this is looking pretty good. If I can just stay far enough away from him to not get hit by the energy balls, I think it's very unlikely. Cool, he gave me back my scrap. I really appreciate that, dude. Oh, yes! Okay. It's not over. That way's the exit, right? Yeah. Do I have to hit him again? No, okay, we're good. Okay, running with all of our toys and trinkets. We are absolutely gonna burn out some some void crabs like real fast. Boy, I overestimated the speed of my void crab burnings. Void crab burnability is at an all-time low. It's alright, we don't have to spend that much time on the ground, and I think that is really going to help. Alright, so it should be easy enough to do this. We can cut some of the corner. Not as much as I tried to last time, but certainly some. Still unanswered the question. Is it possible for SB to win a run on which he doesn't get an early Brilliant Behemoth? unfortunately, there's no way for us ever to divine this information. Just go invincible real quick. They're pretty smart about laying them out just in a straight line directly in front of you, so you can't just outspeed them. But unfortunately, they never heard of strafing slightly to one side. They don't really have that in their dimension, I guess. Keyboards only have W and S keys. How are they supposed to figure out these crazy tactics that us Earthers might use? Are we from Earth? Is Earth a thing in this setting? Is that... You know what? This is probably not the thing to be focused on right at this moment. We have more relevant concerns. I get that the whole point of the counterpoint of the music here is that it's quiet and sort of mournful. But what if it was quiet and mournful just like a little bit louder? Alright, I do believe that is a victory. I don't want to... No, you know what? I am. This is the point in the run where I count my chickens. 1, 2, 3. Behind us, there's some more chickens. I can't count that high. But there are definitely chickens. Hopefully we got all our chickens off the moon in time. I will say I'm not 100% up on the lore, and I don't understand why killing Mithrix implodes the moon. That's a question that I would perhaps like answered. The moon looks like it's in a pretty rough state before any of my meddling, to be fair. Do we get a little ending line? And so it left, ready to grow into something more. How could it possibly be anything more than a plant and also a robot at the same time, no less? How many of the other characters are a plant and also a robot? I'll tell you how many. It's 0. 0 of them have managed to ascend to that level of majesty. Well, can I be honest with you? I thought this was a thing where I was definitely going to lose a couple of times before we put it together. To be fair, the items on this run were pretty solid. I'm not saying I was carried, but I am saying like a little. We're gonna just go ahead and skip that. I'm saying it's a little bit the case that I was carried. You know, the Brilliant Behemoth is just, with a fast attacking character, it just adds like really a lot of damage, and then other stuff. A mere less than 1 million damage dealt. That's embarrassing. So we got ourselves a new color scheme. Is this one going to be any more exciting than the last one? Oh, I actually really like that. Yeah, I appreciate that it's not just a color scheme, it's actually like different flowers. There are little model differences. Yeah, I'll totally play with that. I still have not unlocked any of his other stuff. Have we fought a Clay Dunestrider as this guy yet? I don't think so. Why are you glowing? Oh, right, because I did unlock this. I did play around with multi a little bit and earn myself a rocket launcher, which maybe we'll try out next time we play him. But for now, I guess we're good. I'm a little surprised at how smoothly that went, and probably some of you are too. Don't worry, I'm not taking it personally. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we will be bringing a new character into the nightmare that is Monsoon. And it is a night, to be clear, I know these last 2 runs went alright, but it is still a nightmare. And we'll see you then.